Hi YouTube, it's me, Eliza Freed, author of Forgive Me and the other books in the Lost Soul series. I'm so excited for Redeem Me to come out in 4 more days. But before it does, I wanted to take a minute and talk about our girl, Charlotte O'Brien. She's getting some mixed reviews, certainly, and understandably. A couple of you have written in with questions about Charlotte, and several of you have written me with opinions of her. So I just wanted to take a few minutes before we go into Redeem Me to kind of talk about her and how she was in Forgive Me. I pulled some of your reviews of her off of Amazon and Goodreads, and she was described as selfish and destructive, callous, completely uncaring, and immature. She was also described as strong, smart, loyal, hilarious, good-hearted, and stubborn. And I agree with all those things. You know, the great thing about books is you bring to it your experience and your understandings of the world, and that's how you take those characters. And I think it's all true. I think she's this amazing person that we got a glimpse of at the very worst time of her life. And so I can see ending up on either side of those arguments. I just had a blogger reach out to me. She's pre-reading Redeem Me for a review next week. And she was shocked at the story of Redeem Me is about the redemption of Charlotte O'Brien, because she assumed it was going to be about Jason based on, you know, some things that happened in Forgive Me. And I was shocked that she wrote it. The titles have always been to me about Charlotte. And I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but when you write a book and sell it to a publisher, you give them the right to select the titles for the book. And so when I wrote Forgive Me, I called it Lost Souls, because Annie and Jason, I think, are absolutely lost souls. You know, both of their mothers gave them this gift of their faith, and upon the death of their mothers, they gave that gift back. And so they're now lost, and they're clinging to each other. And when my editor and I were talking about titles, because if you're lucky, your publisher lets you have some input as to your titles, and I was very lucky. We talked about the whole story and the series and all the books and all the characters and the subplots and everything that was going on. And I finally said to her that, to me, the entire series is about Jason and Annie. It's about their faith, their love for each other, their survival. They are the Lost Souls. So they came back and said they were going to name the whole series the Lost Soul series, which I thought was amazing. And then we settled on Forgive Me, Redeem Me, and Save Me. And Forgive Me for the first book, you know, it has a ton to do with Charlotte. She is, from the minute she leaves her parents' funeral luncheon with Jason, she feels that that's inappropriate and wrong. And we all know what happened after that. She has this horrible outburst at her pastor, which I'm still uncomfortable with. I can't believe it stayed in the book, although I think it's important. She skips out on her friends and her date nights. She experiments with drugs on Halloween. She runs off to Mardi Gras, which she herself describes as unsafe. You know, who goes to Mardi Gras without a place to stay? She has a very scary cab ride there. She sings the now famous drunken song in New York City. And through all of it, you know, she's not going to ask Jason for forgiveness. She, in fact, after Mardi Gras, she says, I will not apologize for this. I won't apologize. The only person she apologizes to is her pastor. And, you know, throughout Forgive Me, this overlying issue for Charlotte of wanting her mother's forgiveness for loving Jason. You know, she thinks she owes her mother's dying request, which was to not fall in love with this cowboy. And so she's seeking this forgiveness throughout the whole book as she struggles with what decisions she's making and how she's behaving and how she thinks she should be behaving. And so, you know, we move into the second book and Charlotte's alone completely. And there's really a question of whether she can redeem herself, because now she can't do it with Jason Lear, I guess. So, you know, how is she going to do it? And I'm interested to see if you guys feel that she has redeemed herself after reading Redeem Me. And I cannot wait for you to read it. I'm so excited for you guys to read Save Me March 3rd. So have an awesome day, and go pre-order Redeem Me so at midnight you can set your alarm and wake up and read it when it downloads. I love you guys. Bye.